Greetings, sisters and brothers. I know on one of the last videos I said that was the last video, but I'm making another video because the other videos I was talking about how I was going to take all the things off of the wall, so that's done. I've taken all the pictures down. I got to get rid of this, all this type of stuff, and maybe put a little more black. But I found out that after I took the things off the wall, I was able to sleep better. It was like the things I had up on the wall was like constantly, oh, this and that, all the things were constantly in my brain while I was trying to sleep. I'm like, and then when I took everything off the walls, it was like, so I went a little bit too far for the bedroom. You understand? I made it my temple, and it was too much energy, not for sleeping. So now, as I said, I'm getting ready to move to the land, and I want to try first to get some of my family together, and we're going to grow hemp. And growing hemp will make us a self-sufficient group. Now, if it was like before when I tried to get my family together and nobody is really down with that, no problem. Believe me, I'm 67 years young. And at this age, you start to think, well, wait a minute. I've tried. I may not be the best, but at this age, you start realizing, wait a minute, I don't have the charisma or whatever it takes to get people together. I mean, by the time you look like this, it's like, this is not working. I've tried to talk to people. I've come up with ideas. And I'm like, I guess I came from a conceited point of view from the start. Because in my mind, I'm like, okay, I grew up in the 60s and 70s. That was my era. And then in 1977, I went into the Marine Corps after being in gangs, and the Bronx was totally tore up, really like a war zone, like buildings was gone and just bricks and glass. So that's how I came up. So I'm like, I'm getting out of here. Dennis Blue, my brother-in-law, I guess you could call him, introduced me to the Marines. And, I had the record and I had the videos. I'm like, I'm going into the Marine Corps. So I do my time. I did it because what I started to say before, as I was growing up, the theme of black people was go to them, get an education, come back, and get us out of this poverty, this city, this garbage that we're living in. okay? So I went into the Marine Corps, not the Army, not the Navy, not the Air Force. I should have went in the Air Force. I should have went in the Air Force. But no, the Marines, we're Marine, green, fighting machine, all that, right? All right. And I passed. I went through boot camp, and I did my 3 years, and I was about to stay in. I'm like 20 years, I'm out. But then you got these devils, these Caucasus Asians from the middle of the country be like, Nick, the N word, I'll kill you and put you in the woods, and ain't nothing nobody can do about it. And I guess that went over my head until I put an earring in my ear. I put an earring in my ear, and they gave me a fine, a $75 fine, and said, we're giving you that fine because you destroying government property. That's when it hit me. Government property? Wait a minute. I just came out of, 60s and 70s, Black Panthers, Martin Luther King. I'm government property? And I only had 3 months to go at this time, so I was getting ready to sign back up for another 3 years. They called me government property. And we used to actually wear the shirts, the sweatshirts and T-shirts that said government property, but it went over my head until they actually gave me a $75 fine. Not a lot of money. It wasn't no big deal. The big deal was you are being fined because you putting a earring hole in your ear are destroying government property. Wrong dude. Wrong dude. So 3 months, I'm out. Fuck. I'm out. So I go back home, and my neighborhood is gone. The neighborhood I grew up with all my friends and everything, that's done. That's gone. Look it up. 180th Street, Daly Avenue's gone. My mother moved from that side, the East Bronx, to the West Bronx. So when I came home, I don't know nobody. I don't have no apartment. I don't have no job. All my friends, I don't know where they at, because they was cross town. So I don't have no friends. And then family is like, why you quit the Marine Corps? Why don't you have a job? Why don't you have I just got out 3 years of not living here. I don't have anything. So, like my brother, he let me stay in his house because I had a woman with me. And then my sister, she let me in because I was going to photography school. I was in school learning photography. I already been a Marine, so in my mind, I'm like, I passed the Marine Corps. I am the spook who sat by the door because I learned some shit. And I came back. I'm like, yo, I know some shit. We not into that. I just went through 3 years of these devils to come back to hear that we're not into that. All right, so I'm living with my sister, and I'm going to school. I'm going to photography school. Now, just like you, in my mind, when I went to photography school, I'm thinking, well, they're going to teach me how to take a picture. No. 6 months of photography school. I learned the dark room. I learned lighting, like how to light a face. Not like this. I learned, um, you know, how to put up portraits in 6 months. We learned how light reflects on off of a concave lens and a I forgot what you call this lens, the one that face out. Concave is one light hitting this, and the other one that's not concave. We had to learn about light. I smoked a joint one day with the class outside at lunchtime and came back, and this dude was talking about light and how it reflects, and I'm like, what the? What the? I never smoked another joint in class again, believe that. And I went to school like literally right around the corner from the World Trade Center. We went to the World Trade Center for lunch just about every day, and they blew it up. Anyway, so I come back home out of the Marine Corps, not the Army, not the Navy, not the Air Force. I am a Marine. They said there ain't no such thing as an ex-Marine. Once you're a Marine, you're a Marine. And I still have the discipline that I was taught. Well, my mother taught me discipline before I got the. She taught me how to make up a bed. When I got in boot camp, I was already making a bed like, you know what I'm saying? Mom had us walking in single file in the street. Like we walk on this side of the street because that side of the street. Mom already had trained me before I got in the Marine Corps. I went in the Marine Corps, got a little bit more discipline. Came back out, and everybody was like, why you quit the Marines? I can understand it now because most people, family or whatever, don't have any understanding. Don't have, because I tried to explain to people what boot camp was like. You can't understand that unless you've been through it. You cannot understand it. You cannot understand anything like that. People yelling in your face, and luckily I had good drill instructors. Anyway, I come back home and there's nothing for me. There's no apartment. I have no apartment. I've been gone for 3 years. No apartment, no job. There's nothing in the Bronx. Luckily, my father had a business, so I went to work for him. In that sense, I'm lucky, but my father's nickname was Lucky. But it just wasn't enough. I'm sorry. And I left. I came out here to California. The first time I came out to California was a little while after I got out the Marine Corps. Cause I'm telling people, let's get. Back then, this is 1980. I'm like coming to. Well, I didn't come to everybody. I came to my brothers. I'm like, I learned something in the Marine Corps. Let's get our own food. Let's get our own land. Let's get our thing together. I'm saying the same thing in 1980 that I'm saying right now. And I'm not saying it anymore. Back then, I was just talk. But now I have been on my land. I have been out of this matrix that y'all fight for a job, killing people over $1. $1? You gonna kill a brother or sister for $1? Does anybody see that something's wrong with this picture? Am I wrong? Okay, maybe I am crazy. oh, this guy, he's crazy. He wants to get land. Now, believe me, I've thought about all this over and over again. And I'm like, well, maybe it's because in people's mind, when I say let's get land, maybe in people's mind they're thinking, well, we gotta pull the ox and we gotta toe the line. No, dude, this is 2000. 2000. I'm saying I was saying this in 1980. This is 2024, and this is almost over because it's June 1st right now today, and it's like 12 o'clock. It was really like May 30th, but as I'm making this video, it's June 1st. We're literally like in the middle of the year. It's almost over. Another 6 months and we'll be in 2025. People say I'm crazy. So, how many years ago was 1980? So, to be honest, I didn't know what was coming. I didn't know that there's going to be the devil versus God. And in the passage, I'm going to talk about the Bible a whole lot. I don't preach the Bible, but there's stuff in there. It's like, nobody will be able to buy or sell except those who have the mark of the beast. Now, that was in my mind way back then, but now it's coming to fruition. It's coming real. Because I was always like, what has money got to do with my everlasting soul? Everlasting soul. I found out. When you sign yourself over to this system, the matrix, when you put your autograph, which they call a signature, on a contract, I want welfare, I want a job, I want, please, Mr. Master, give me one of those things so I can live in the matrix. And 2024, most people don't even realize what the heaven, let me reiterate, what the hell is going on. And I'm like, I'm gray, I'm middle age, I'm alone. I had a girlfriend 2 years ago, like literally like 2 years ago this month, and that was great. But I'm alone. All my children in New York, the oldest ones, they don't give a shit about me because I never had a job, so I never been able to make money to buy bikes and stuff like that, even though I was there. Anyway, so now what? So in 1980, I was telling people, let's get our own land, let's get our own food, let's do for self. It's 2024, June 1st. And a couple of years ago, we had this thing called Corona. And all the things that y'all thought were security, social security. Have you been listening to the people who run this shit? They like 2025, Social Security is going to be broke. So if you not my age and you thinking, well, I'm good because I've been working and I'm going to have Social Security. No, dude. They I haven't worked a whole lot, but I get a little bit of Social Security. I get a little bit, and then they cut that. Said for the whole year I haven't paid taxes on the Social Security money I was getting. Taxes on my Social Security, so they taking half of that. I don't get a whole lot in the first place. Anyway, I don't get no welfare. None, zip, zero, nada. So, I mean, if y'all close to my age, you might can still get Social Security. So, but your 401ks that everybody's like, I got a job and I got a 401k. What happened after Corona with their 401k? Some people might still, it might still be good, but that's going away. The 401k is going away. What else they got? Anything that's paper, stocks, bonds, securities, it's paper. Can you eat that? I mean, let's go to the real things that we need, like food. Who grows your food? Do people that look like you grow your food? Do you know? Even if they don't look like you, do you know the people who's growing your food? Your food. This is what you eat, and we say you are what you eat. What are you eating? GMO? Do you understand what that is? GMO? And that's old. They talking about stuff that change your RNA. RNA? I'm just getting on DNA. And they talking about foods that change your RNA. What the hell is that? Do you get what I'm saying? Is it that simple? Take a seed, put it in the ground, grow your own food. That's too hard. I'd rather work a job 8, 9, 10, 24 hours a day for somebody I don't even know who's getting rich off of my work. Let me see, it take a couple of hours maybe to put a seed in the ground, grow it, then I go chill for the rest of the day. Come back out the next day, make sure there ain't no bugs eating the food, and go chill for the rest of the day. I'm like, I had land where you can build your own house out of the soil on the land. No carpenters, no electricians, no millions and millions of... I can go on, and I will, but it's already 23 minutes and 45 seconds. And I guess I'll stop here. But the point here, hopefully before I die from old age, I can get a few people to listen to what I'm saying. Let's get a small, not the world. I'm not trying to get the world. It could come to that eventually. But I'm like, let's get 100 of us. Can I? What was that guy? Oh, we back to Job again, huh? He went in Sodom and tried to find 10 out of the whole city. Tried to find 10 good people. You know how screwed up Sodom was? Like LA or New York. People certain people who like the same sex was trying to break down the doors, trying to screw the angels. Read the story. I'm not making this shit up. They was trying to screw, they wanted to screw the angelic beings. It's like, oh my God, I can't find 10 good people in this whole city. That's where I'm at now. Look around me. I think I'm a good person. Maybe I'm crazy. I think I'm a good person. How many people you see around me? So, I don't know. I'm going to go to the land, and I guess I will never give up trying to gather people to do for self. Maybe that's a problem too. Maybe people think I'm trying to gather them to follow me. Negro, if you come, if I can get this in, if I can get this together and you come to the land, don't bother me. I don't want followers. I don't want nobody following me. I don't want. You can love me at a distance, but that's not the point. The point is, let's us together do for self and kind. And if you come to the land, leave me the fuck alone. Because I'm going to be in my house. After it's together, I'm going to be in my house on my porch or whatever, chilling. Oh, Roy, nigga, leave me. Damn, I tried not to say the N-word. Negro, sorry, Facebook. Negro, leave me alone. Go grow some food, go build your house, go take care of your children. Leave me alone. But your asses better remember that I was the one that started this shit. You best to remember me, or it'll come back on your goddamn monkey ass. I'm out. Peace. I don't say peace like this because it's like, fuck. Peace and love and gratitude.